Can we talk about it? I just want to talk about it. Target is missing its target tremendously. Target is even closing a myriad of stores. They're closing stores in New York, all over the world. Why is this? Now, do you think, put a 9 in the comment if you think it's based on the economy, maybe inflation or interest rate, maybe they borrow more than they can chew. Who knows? Put a 6 if you think maybe it's the flood in New York that's causing these Targets to close. Put a 6. Put a 9 in the chat, right? Put a 9 in the chat if you think it's the immigrants and the migrant crisis that's going on. That's why crimes are skyrocketing, right? That's why stores are closing. Or put a 1 if you simply think these stores aren't making any money because the consumer aren't buying anymore. Yes, the government is printing trillions of dollars daily, but is it hitting the consumer? And does the consumer choose now between what he or she wants versus what they need? Because during a depressive state of mind, right, in a depression or recession, whatever you want to call it, consumers don't spend as much as they shall. And last time I checked, the mass amount of people aren't spending as much money as they did in 2020 or prior. Smash that like if you agree. ABC 7 is going to explain some Target's closures. Watch this.
Kind of sign of the times story, and this sign of the times does not bode well, not for New York City and not for New Yorkers.
That's because Target is shutting down its store in East Harlem and several places across the country. The issue? Theft. The retailer saying it's not only hurting business, but has compromised the safety of employees and customers.
So what does it all mean, Target closing in East Harlem? And what does it say about the sign of the times? Eyewitness News reporter Bill Torres.
He calls it the sign of the times, right? Now, they're going to say that it's theft. I personally believe that it's bigger than theft, though theft is a part of the equation. But who signed the bill stating that if you steal, organized crime in stores, if you steal, it's a misdemeanor under $1,000. So to me, the laws are incentivizing theft and the companies are blaming theft, allegedly. Let's just say allegedly. I just want y'all to follow me here. I want you to pick up what I'm putting down. I want you to follow me here. The law states that if a child does organized crime, he get a misdemeanor. Or anyone that does organized crime, they get a misdemeanor. Under $1,000 slap on the wrist. The companies are using the same tactic. They're stating that their stores are getting robbed at an all-time high. And we all know theft has went up because crime has went up, right? So, and during depressive times and recessive times, crime generally skyrockets, right? So the companies, to me, now they're using the filed in bankruptcy Chapter 11, for example, Rite Aid, right? Because the consumers, to me, aren't spending money. So who's to blame? Let's blame the people that's stealing. Okay, if those people didn't steal, would your store still would have made money for this year? I want to know. What do you guys think? Do you think that Target would have came out in the green after all these store closures, right? And they're blaming theft. Not saying that it's not theft. I just think that it's more than just theft. That's affecting the business sector. The fact that people are buying what they need instead of what they want, the mindset of the consumer has changed. So your business module must change. Smash that like if you agree. The mindset of the consumer, of the masses, of most of the massive amount of people have changed. Because they're going from buying, I'm going to repeat, what they need now instead of what they want. That's going to be one more reason why they're closing down these stores. The second thing is inflation, right? And interest rates are skyrocketing, which affects who? The masses, which is the consumer, correct? So that has something to do with it as well. They're holding on tight to their dollars. The third thing that I think may have something to do with these stores closing in New York, specifically in New York, is this. The migrant crisis. And this is not New York. Let's just say it's everywhere. All the major metropolitan areas, you face this problem. The immigrants are piling in at an alarming rate, at a rate that no one could understand. Hit that comment. Hit that comment. Have you seen more immigrants than ever before in your city? People stand in your buildings and stuff, and you're like, do you work here? You don't even know if they work here or not. These are the things that's going on in a city near you. But a third factor to me, because it's an equation here, you can't just blame one thing. You can't just say it's theft that's putting you out of business. It's more than just theft. It's the economy, right? It's theft. It's inflation. It's interest rates. It's the Fed printing more money than they can ever spend. It's credit. All these things affect the economy. It's the supply chain, which is broken. So yesterday's price is not today's price. Smash that like if you agree. But it's also those immigrants as well. Because think about it. If you come to the United States and you don't have anything and you waiting on the government to swoop the money out that they're going to give you, though they're supposed to be receiving $40,000 per immigrant, who's to know if the money is going directly to the immigrant? Because last time I checked, Chicago was missing $44 million out of their grant money towards the immigrants. But I'm going to do an episode just focused on that, because someone has some explaining to do. And I never thought that they had, the people that you vote for, I never thought that they had your best interests at heart anyway. From the politicians to the presidents. Smash that like if you agree. If you don't like what I say, let me know why. Leave a couple comments too. Have they served you or deserted you? Which one? But those are some of the things that I think why stores are closing down. Especially Targets. You got Rite Aids. You got a couple of Walmarts. You have plenty of moms and pop shops just closing. We all know why. Economic reasonings. Right? But those immigrants have something to do with it as well. As much as you all know that New York just had a flood. Their sewer system is outdated. Smash that like if you agree. Their sewage system, and subscribe if you agree. Their sewage system is outdated. So when people was walking around in that water, did you see New York? Contaminated water with feces in it. So if New York had a rat problem, if you ever been to New York, we know that it has a rat problem. It's rats bigger than the size of California bears in New York. Smash that like if you agree. There's lots of rats out there. But these are some of the things that can affect the economy. The contaminated water. New York is basically not underwater, but their baseline, their foundation has been broken because the water have seeped into those foundations, which is weakening those foundations. Smash that like if you agree. But to me, Target is way off target, and I think they're going to be closing more stores. Also, too, this is another thing that to me is killing Target. Online. Who's really going to a store anymore? Everyone is really ordering. So online crushed a lot of industries, from the music industry to the hotel industry to all sorts of things. The old way of doing things is no longer legit. It's no longer effective. You got AI putting things out, putting people out of business. AI is also a factor too why Target is closing their store. Because you can operate from 1 or 2 or 3 super centers, have less overhead and more profit. So to me, it's beneficial for Target to close the store because it has its best interest in who? Their shareholders. Smash that like if you agree. But continue.
Bill, the closure of this Target, it is a body blow to this community, for the people who shop here, for the many people who work here. And consider this Target store, it is the anchor store.
Target store is the anchor store. So
East River Plaza, and the long-term concern that many have is this: if Target's leaving, who will do the same?
See, that's great stuff.
Convenience, value, and location. That holy trifecta is why the largely black and brown shoppers in East Harlem adore their Target store. The store's closure on October 21st left shoppers wondering,
So where are the people in the community going to go now?
exactly.
Yeah, they would have to go to the Bronx.
In a statement, Target explained why it made the difficult decision to shutter this store and 8 others on the West Coast. Theft and organized retail crime are threatening the safety of our teens and guests. We can only be successful if the working and shopping environment is safe for all. And clearly, it's not.
we all know that that's not happening in this lifetime based on the economy. Now, that's a great reason for them to close the stores up, because safety is first. And I can agree that it's getting a bit wild outside every day. The closer it is to Christmas, the wilder it gets. Wintertime is here. Be safe. Be safe. Because even going into a Target isn't safe anymore. Smash that like if you agree. I wanted to read you this article. It says Target says it will close 9 stores in major cities across 4 states because of theft and organized crime. Okay. Target is closing 9 stores in major cities across 4 states, claiming theft and organized crime. Retail crime has made the environment unsafe for staff and customers and unsustainable for business. The big box chain is part of a wave of retailers, both large and small. And they say they're struggling to contain store crimes that have hurt their bottom lines. Many have closed stores or made changes to merchandise and layouts. These are the current times that we're in. I want to know what's going on in a Target in your city. Share this video, like this video. Make sure people are aware of what's going on by sharing this video. Subscribe to the channel. The channel is free. Subscribe to the channel. If I bought your information, subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button so I can move through the algorithm, and then smash that don't like button. Let me know why so I can improve. On that note, be safe. Blessings. Peace.